It's been getting quite busy recently.
So, da sind wir mal wieder. Mal wieder in Genshin. Und das erste, was startet, ist ein neuer Auftrag. Ein Weg durch den Sturm, Herbstwinde, tiefrote Blätter. Genieße die Aussicht außerhalb vom Lebewesen, um deine Gedanken zu ordnen. Für die nächsten Pause deiner Reise teilst du Palmen deine Gefühle mit. Der neue Ikonauftrag. Ach, das ist direkt hier. Na dann.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the abyss.
Ich kann es noch nicht akzeptieren.
Well, keep your chin up.
Schaffen wir das?
Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right?
Es scheint einiges im Verborgenen zu liegen.
She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going.
Danke dir, Paimon.
Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with the journey...
Diese unbekannte Gottheit haben wir auch noch nicht gefunden.
Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her.
Ich muss ihr eine Lektion erteilen, die sie nicht vergessen wird. Naja, eigentlich brauche ich Antworten von ihr.
Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out two gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Lass uns nach Inazuma gehen.
Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance?
Ich bin mir sicher, es gibt jemanden, den wir kennen.
Oh, Paimon's thought of someone already. Atsuko in Lua Harbor. She's from Inazuma. Let's see what she has to say.
Ein Weg durch den Sturm. Frag Atsuko, wie du nach Inazuma reisen kannst. Schauen wir mal, was sie uns so zu sagen hat. Atsuko. Ja, das. Ja, ist gut. Ach, vom Hafen jemand. Ich dachte jetzt an so einen Händler. Ja, da lag ich ja, wie man sieht, komplett falsch.
More speed.
Nein. Das war irgendwie jetzt nicht so geplant.
Susu, I'm exhausted. Ugh.
Am Ende gehen wir doch eh mit dem Boot dahin. Was uns eigentlich schon was klar sein sollte. Die Frage ist nur, mit welchem Boot wir da nach Inazuma gelangen.
Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we get into Inazuma?
Oh, so that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
Great! We came to the right person!
but the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. Incredibly small? Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and freshwater supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then, I blacked out. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me.
Hat dich jemand aus Liebe gerettet?
That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was? Why?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liyue Chising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule, loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this, but after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, I begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there.
Ich habe einen zwingenden Grund.
You should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
Das ist doch eine legitime Route für Fremde, oder?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
But it's an armed fleet, right? Why would they agree to a request like this?
That part is up to you. If you're able to persuade their captain, Beto, then the hardest part will be out of the way.
Es scheint unsere einzige Möglichkeit zu
The
sein.
Alcor is the flagship of the Crux fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyunstone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
Ja. Beidou ist auf ihrem Schiff. Beidou wartet auf ihrem Schiffchen. Das bedeutet einmal ringsum und dann, ja, berghoch. Dann aufs Schiff. Also zumindest keine Idee hätte, wie man gut aufs Schiff kommt. Vor allem auf dem Schiff sind auch Truhen und alles, wenn man sie noch nicht geholt hat. Das ist dann halt nur für die Leute interessant, die noch nicht drauf waren. Irgendwo was. Ab und zu findet man ja noch mal was, aber es ist halt wirklich sehr selten inzwischen. Die eigentlich recht vieles haben. Kann das aber noch nicht hoch genug waren? Ja, könnte sein, dass wir noch nicht hoch genug waren. Erstmal hoch. Nein.
I wonder what's going on up there. Hi there, mateys. Time to set sail.
Ja, also wenn du einen Moment Zeit hast, könntest du mal hier oben nachgucken gehen. Wo oben? Ich meine die Aussichtsplattform. Keine Ahnung, wo Ryushi dort etwas gefunden hat oder nicht. Ich habe schon mehrfach nach ihnen gerufen, aber er reagiert einfach nicht. Vielleicht sind die Wellen dort oben zu laut. Ich leide ein wenig über Höhenangst. Kannst du nachsehen gehen?
Time to set sail.
Klar können wir das. Wenn ich keine Ahnung habe, was da oben sein soll. Oh, man braucht einiges an Ausdauer, wie ich sehe. Ach, mecker nicht. Du schaffst es. Sind ja nur ein paar Meter. Und eigentlich hätten wir ja noch einen Auftrag, aber wir schon hochklettern sollen. Aber eigentlich, ich weiß nicht, auch nicht zu neu.
All clear as far as the eye can see.
Bisschen Ausdauer wiederherstellen und geht's weiter. Was ist denn? Hey, hier auf den Aussichtspunkt ist es ganz schön gefährlich. Ich komme also noch hoch, wenn es etwas Wichtiges gibt. Und wie ist die Lage so? Jetzt, da du mich so fragst, ich glaube, ich habe jemanden von unten rufen gehört. Aber der Wind hat so gepfiffen und ich könnte nichts verstehen. Momentan sieht alles gut aus. Sollte ich etwas bemerken, schlage ich sofort Alarm. Ja, hier war mal eine Truhe. Aber die war schon. Da haben wir schon abgegrast. Wo genau soll man, oder besser gesagt, hier ist bei du.
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right?
Mein Ruf eilt mir voraus.
Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing, it's Paimon!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
Und das muss dein Bade zum Anheuern sein.
I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
Well, I can't argue with that. Okay, then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's sake tends to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily, especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are two important rules. One, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. Two, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided.
Ich habe kein göttliches Auge, aber...
You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
Warum hat es keinen Besitzer?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Ein göttliches Auge, was wir einfach so bekommen könnten. Um ehrlich zu sein, bin ich nicht interessiert. Ein göttliches Auge ist für mich nicht vom Nutzen. Ein göttliches Auge ist für uns halt nicht wirklich von Nutzen.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless vision, or a ticket to Inazuma aboard the Alcor. Up to you.
Das war einfach, ja.
You just want him to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't let a competitor like you fall through the net.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Das Selbstvertrauen dafür habe ich.
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
Ein aufziehender Sturm. So, und wo ist jetzt die Tür? An die Arena, genau. Doch, da hinten noch. Ganz da hinten. Ja, bin weg. Ist ja schnell gelaufen. Man sollte ja nichts liegen lassen. Da, Krebsi. Noch ein göttliches Auge, was man mit der erwecken könnte. Ganz uninteressant klingt es ja eigentlich nicht, aber wir sind eigentlich stark genug.
More speed.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Who will we be up against?
Der Onkel Jun.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet?
Noch nicht.
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part. The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Freistilkampfturnier?
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling into a beam above us.
Klingt beeindruckend.
I told you. Unarmed, outnumbered 2-1, but I still got the upper hand. I'm not saying I came out completely unscathed, of course, but the fact remains that I did manage to subdue the both of them, and hand them over to the Millilith. I received quite the commendation. Oh yeah.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
Danke, dass du uns das mitgeteilt hast.
Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena, but I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Ja, wenn er das sagt. So stark scheint er halt echt nicht zu sein. Der Chai-Chi.
Hi there. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for honing your skills. That's what our master taught us. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's also a chance for us to obtain the masterless vision.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty incredible, huh? Are they someone famous?
Famous? He's the founder of the Lingshan clan, and his skills are unparalleled. Liang and I are both proud disciples of his.
Die Lingshan-Schule. Ja, dazu fällt mir gerade nichts ein.
You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks without moving an inch. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist, or change the direction of an incoming stone, all without breaking a sweat.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
Irgendwie klingt das ein bisschen nach Angeberei, anstatt wirklich, dass sie stark sind.
It sure is, but it's extremely difficult to cultivate this ability. We've been training for ages and we're still getting to grips with the very basics. There's no way we could use it proficiently yet.
We're clearly not that naturally gifted, or we would have at least gotten the gist by now. If we don't start making progress soon, we'll probably run out of money to pay the tuition fees and still have nothing to show for all our training.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course! This is a Grand Master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to waste. If you want face-to-face training, you've got to show you're sincere about it.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master is getting increasingly impatient with us. Recently, though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua clan and made pretty much instant progress in their training.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Es kann andere Gründe geben, warum du diese Technik nicht zu meistern scheinst.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And if it turns out it does work, the Lingshan clan will go down in history. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
Naja, ich kann es dir nicht verdenken, dass du es versuchst.
See you in the arena.
Versuch macht klug, von daher. Sollen sie versuchen und dran scheitern am Ende.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
Natürlich.
If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my life.
Willst du ein Abenteurer werden?
No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've lived a successful life so far, without any setbacks. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures, and seemed to get on with just about everyone socially. In most people's eyes, I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet. because there's one thing I'm still missing. A vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
Hast du Turniererfahrung?
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was happy to vouch for me. So they very kindly made special arrangements on my behalf. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a blessing, really, to have so many good friends in my neighborhood. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature, I'm confident I've done enough to guarantee my victory in this tournament.
Seid ihr nicht so sicher?
You don't mince your words, do you? The arena will be the judge. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average. Seems like you've got a pretty good chance of winning this thing. Come on, let's go sign up.
Ja, die Chancen stehen wirklich
But the
gut,
knights had enough
dass wir
sense to
gewinnen.
do away with all the superfluous detail.